Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. Today I want to show you a really cool scarf in the basket pattern, and I'm going to show you how you can do it and what I used. So you can see here what the texture looks like, and it's a really easy thing to do, and I think it looks awesome. So let's get started. Stay tuned. So today we have the soft alpaca wool from Rico Design. So this is color number 7. I'll be using a total of 4 balls. You see 2 here and 2 more incoming. So we have 60% acrylic, 20% alpaca, and 20% wool. It's 50 grams per 125 meters, and it's for a 4mm hook or crocheting needles. So today I'm using 2 balls simultaneously, so I have my 10mm crocheting hook today, and that's what we're going to be using. So yeah, I think this is all. So let's remove the label and we can get started. And I'll start with chains as always, so 15 to start with. So here are the 15 chains, and now we're doing 3 more for the height, and then we're going to go back in trebles. So into the 4th chain from our hook, we're going to go in, we're going to take our yarn with us, then through 2 loops and through 2 more. That's a treble. And then we're going to do another one right next to it. There we go. And again, yarn over and another treble. And I messed this one up, so let's try again. Through 2 and through 2 more, and that's it. So we're going to keep going like this for the entire row, so that's exactly what we want, just trebles one next to another into every chain that we see on the bottom. So that's all, and I'll be back. Okay, so 15 trebles later, this is what I have. And I think it looks pretty awesome already, and you can see how big it is. So yeah, anyway, let's move on. So I'm doing 2 chains for the height this time. And now we're going to go around these chains, and I'm going to show you how. So we're going to turn our work, then we're going to do a yarn over, and then we're going to go around this treble on the bottom. So not through the top as always, through the chain on top, but this time around the treble. And we're again doing just a regular treble. Then around the next one, again the same thing. Through 2 and then through 2 more, and that's a treble. And one more time. Okay, so this is what my beginning looks like. So we have the trebles on the bottom that we used and then those on top, and this way you get a little bit of a 3D effect, but you're going to see what it looks like in a minute. So now we're going to go to the front of our trebles. So each pack or each element that we have consists of 4 trebles. So I started here with the 3 because I had the chains to begin with, but we are working with the 4. So with the chains, we actually have 16 chains or 16 stitches in each row. So anyway, we're going in from the back, and basically we're pushing our new treble in front of the old ones, and we're again doing 4. Okay, that was number 4. So now we're changing again. I'm again going behind the trebles, and that's how we're going to keep changing. So 4 in the back, 4 in the front. And make sure that you have both of your threads with you, because we are working with 2 at the same time, so you don't want to lose one. fourth one, and then we're again gonna switch. Oops. Okay, last section. Okay, so here we have 5 stitches left over. The last one is the chains that we're counting as a stitch. And yeah, we're again gonna go the other way around. So in the front of the trebles that we have, we're doing new trebles on top. Last one. Okay, so this is the first and second row. For now it looks maybe a little bit weird, but it's gonna get its shape and texture in a couple more rows and you're gonna be able to see it more nicely. But you can still kind of see the different or opposite directions that our trebles are going in, and that's exactly what we want. So yeah, now we can continue. We're again doing 2 chains for the height. Then we're gonna turn, and now we're gonna continue with the exact same pattern. So here are the vertical ones, the vertical trebles. So now we're gonna go yarn over and in the back of the treble. So the treble is in the front and our new treble is in the back. There we go. So you're gonna see the opposite of what you're doing on the back. So that's exactly the effect that we want. So what you're doing in the front is gonna be the exact opposite in the back. So yeah, we can continue with the next section. So now we're going in the front of each treble. Okay, and then we change direction. So here you see these 2 lines kind of forming these horizontal trebles, or fake trebles in this case. So now I'll finish this row and then I'll be back. So here you see our result now after 3 rows. So you can see here the pattern kind of forming, or a little bit more visible than a moment ago. So you see these different sections that we have, the horizontal ones and the vertical ones, and we have always 4 trebles in each section. And yeah, that's all there is to it. So you see what it looks like on the one end, on the other, on the one side and the other. And yeah, I'm going to continue with the pattern. So 2 for the height, and then we're going to turn again. And then we're going to continue the exact same way as so far. So you always do the stitches as they come. And then in the next row, I'm going to show you a little change that we're going to do. So when I finish this one, I'll be back and then I'll show you how to continue. Okay, so base row plus 3 rows in the pattern, and this is what we have. So we have 3 of these horizontal trebles, and now we get to change these. So we get to change the direction. So again, 2 chains for the height. And now, since these are in the front, we want to go, or move them to the back. We want to go in front of them. So we're doing now the opposite of what we did in the last 3 rows. So you see here it was horizontal and here now it's vertical. And yeah, that's the exact thing that we want. So now we're just continuing in the opposite way from what we did so far. And now I'm going to continue like this till I get to the end of the row. Yeah, so this is how you get the basket stitch or the basket pattern. Okay, so one row later, or one finished row later, this is the effect that we get. So you see here the first 3 or 4 trebles that we started with on top. And yeah, that's how you change direction. So I'll do a little bit more and then I'll show you what I have. So stay tuned for the update. So here I am, 2 complete balls later, so I used them all up and I wanted to show you what it looks like for now. So you can see here the texture and I think it's really awesome. It has these little boxes that are horizontal and vertical and they keep changing direction. And I think it looks awesome. So I'm still not done. I have 2 more balls to go for my total size and then I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so I finished all of my 4 balls and this is what I have. So I have here the 2 ends because I do want to show you how you can do a loop out of this. So yeah, the beginning in my case is on my right side, so where my right hand is. And yeah, you can see here how I stopped right where they are doing the opposite thing of what the beginning is. So that's exactly what we want. We don't want them to look the same. And yeah, we can now get to the connecting part so that we get a loop. So as always, I am taking my hook out or it's already out, and I want to align everything, make sure everything is where it's supposed to be. Then I'm going to insert my hook again, and we're again, just as always, just going to go through both the beginning and the end, the very edge stitch that you see. And then we're gonna do a slip stitch to connect. It might slip out like mine just did, but yeah, just make sure to go through both stitches and not just the one end. So both ends, the beginning and the end. And that's it. You can see how easy this is and how quickly you finish it. So now I'm going to do the entire side, and when I'm done, I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so now I'm going to pull this a little bit longer and then I'm going to shorten. There we go. Then I can pull it out and I have just a tiny bit of yarn left over. And now all we need to do is do a knot or even a doubled knot. I always do them doubled. And yeah, maybe even 3 this time. And yeah, all that is left over is the weaving in. They're at the same spot, so it's going to be super easy and quick. And you can see here what the connected part looks like. So on the outside, it's a little bit prettier, which you can see here. So it's a little bit flatter and more hidden than on the inside. And that's exactly what we want. So yeah, I'm going to show you what it looks like. As I said, I love the texture and I think it looks awesome. It's also going to keep you warm. It's pretty thick this way, and it does have kind of a depth effect, a depth in it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up if you did. You can also subscribe to my channel and you can click on the notification bell and that way get a notification every time I post something new. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye!